It's time to call out Disney once again. I feel like Disney be just getting called out a whole lot lately. I don't know why, but it just seems like the thing to do. Disney's just been oof. Y'all remember that time they got called out for that lawsuit? The man and his wife who died of the allergies and all that stuff. But they said, hey, you signed on that little just Disney. What are y'all doing? And one thing I've told y'all is Disney cares about their image above everything. Everything. Okay. Like no matter what, they will lose money, but they don't want to lose their reputation and image. But hey, it is what it is. And guess what? We got a new challenger stepping up, calling out Disney, and it is Jodie Turner-Smith. Now, you might recall Jodie Turner-Smith was mother in the Acolyte series, and y'all know Disney owns Star Wars. Well, they own Lucasfilm, and that owns Star Wars. So she had some issues. She had some issues with Disney because if y'all didn't know, the Acolyte had a little controversy. It's been going through some issues, with some of the more toxic fans, right? Now, let's make a very clear delineation between this. Not talking about people that had issues with the show because of the writing, directing, flow, character, nothing like that. Talking about the people that were racist, talking about the people that were sexist, talking about the people that were bigoted against the LGBTQ people. That's what we're talking about. Those people are the toxic ones. Literally, no, I'm not even gonna go there. I was about to complain about somebody, but I ain't gonna go there. But Jodie had enough. She had enough, and she wanted to speak up about it. So let's go into what she had to say. She criticized Disney for not having Amanda Steinberg's back as she faced racism and online harassment for simply being cast in a Star Wars project. She said here, it's disappointing to feel like your studio is not having your back in a very public-facing way. So, in case you did not know, Amanda Steinberg, she was like the main character, right? Or characters. And yeah, just for her being cast, this is before anybody even saw the show, before anybody knew what it was about. People were the bigots and the racists were already coming at her. Please do not come into these comments trying to defend anything because you are admitting that you were one of the people that said something racist or bigoted. If you did not say something racist or bigoted, this does not apply to you. Let me say it again. This does not apply to you if you did not say anything racist or bigoted. I keep telling y'all tell on yourselves so much. I don't know why y'all do this to yourselves. You tell on yourself because we're being very specific. This is specific. People that came in and said, you're only a DEI hire or you are, I don't know, whatever racist thing. Those are the people we are talking about. Stop coming in my comments, telling on yourselves, talking about, well, the studios lumped all of us together because we just didn't like the show and we're not talking about you. The studio's not talking about you. Shut up. Please shut up. For your own sake, shut up. I, too, had problems with the show. Guess what? I don't get offended when the studio talks about people or if the cast talks about people that were racist or bigoted because I was not racist or bigoted. Stop telling on yourself. Golly. Sorry. Just I don't know why people are like this. I don't understand why y'all are like this. So weird. Anyway, Jodie went on to say, they've got to stop doing this thing where they don't say anything when people are getting dogpiled on the internet with racism and BS. It's just not fair to not say anything. It's really unfair. It would just be nice if the people that have all the money were showing their support and putting their feet down. Say, this is unacceptable. You're not a fan if you do this. making a really big statement and just see if any money leaves. If I bet you it won't, because people of color, and especially black people, make up a very large percentage of the buying power. They might find that it's actually more lucrative for them, but everyone's using woke like it's a dirty word. Ooh, Jody said something here. Jody said a lot. Jody said a lot. I already told y'all people be using woke as a catch-all, really just because one, you can't articulate your actual bigotry, and that's it. It's just a scapegoat for bigotry and all these other negative things. Because if you really had issues, you would just say them clearly. Hey man, I didn't like this writing. The story was flat. Ooh, the plot was inessential. Oh, the character development wasn't good. If y'all really had problems, you would just say that. Why are you criticizing somebody's race? Why are you bringing up, why are you being a hater over someone's sexual preference? Or even though the show didn't even show you none of that. Like, what are you doing? But she's right. Because Disney, now I know that maybe, I don't know if she's confusing Lucasfilm or not. And I will give Lucasfilm credit. They did finally speak up when Moses Ingram was being also attacked in her DMs, getting racist comments, harassing comments from bigots, from racists, from sexists. Again, we're not talking about people that had legitimate issues. We're talking about people that were being a-holes online. Ewan McGregor came out and said, like, hey, if you're doing stuff like this, you're not a Star Wars fan. Great. Good for that. Star Wars tried to be cute and they tried to be on brand. And they was like, there are 20 billion species out there in the galaxy. Please don't choose to be racist. Listen, as the sister just said, you don't have to be all cute about this. You don't have to be all on brand. Just say it. Hey, we are here. We care about this stuff. We want to tell good stories. There's no room for racism. There's no room for bigotry. There's no room for this kind of nonsense. There's no room for you harassing actors playing these roles. There's no room for that. That's it. They ain't got to be complicated. You ain't got to dress this up. We don't tolerate racism. We don't tolerate sexism. That's it. You don't like race. If you're racist, if you're sexist, don't watch our stuff. Be bold. You can say that. Lucasfilm, Disney, y'all can say that. Because here's the thing. Why would you not say that? Why would you want to be quiet and complicit with negativity like that? Why would you want to create a platform that racists and sexists and bigots are comfortable being in? Do their dollars matter that much to you? Or does your image? And I've already told y'all, Disney's image matters 10 times more than anything else. And that's why I think Jodie is right. If you call this stuff out, if you show that you are just not with this, you're not going to tolerate it. Now, they still going to scream. They still going to do whatever they going to do. That's fine. The toxic ones, they still going to do their things. But when you don't allow these things to be a safe haven for them, we'll still be here. Everybody else that's not part of that loud minority will still be here. And guess what? When you make great shows, we'll show up. You'll get the views, you'll get the money. Now, if you don't make a good show, it might die. It might die. But that's the business. Anyway, Turner-Smith is staying optimistic. She's keeping her head up. When it comes to the future, she told Glamour that opinions change and what's in vogue changes. So she's hopeful that at some point toxicity grows or more muted. She said here, we're going to get there at some point to that place where people have to having a stick up their butts about people of color being a part of IPs that were created by white people. You know why? Because we're never going to stop participating. And there you have it. And that's it. I totally support everything she says here. And she's right. You know, we shouldn't stop supporting these things, and I don't think we will stop. Because what was it? We saw a study. It was in the Hollywood Reporter that said that Hollywood was leaving billions, almost trillions of dollars on the table by not having authentic, diverse representation on screen. When you show these things from an authentic perspective, people tune in. And I can just tell you, just as a regular viewer, I am intrigued when I learn about, or if I see representation from another culture or another demographic or whatever that I'm not aware of. I'm interested. Be like, oh man, I didn't know about this. So anyway, what do y'all think about Jodie's comments towards Disney? Do you believe that they could do something better, say something more? What do you think they should say? How do you think they should operate? Maybe it's a lost cause. Maybe it's too much, it's too scary, too big. I don't know, maybe. Whatever. Whatever you think, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.